This is terrible. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to Cleveland.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami.
How you gonna say you better than Michael Jordan and you can't shoot? You can't make a free throw.
Let me paint the picture. It's 2016, and your favorite team just finished the greatest regular season of all time. The future looks bright, and this year is practically on lock for the championship. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, enter LeBron. It doesn't matter who your team might have been, they were only competing for second place.
Listen, the bandwagon of the Miami Heat is empty. You know who's going to get the blame already. Now you don't have to worry about that anymore. Just play ball and enjoy the process.
If you were a fan of the NBA in the 2010s, you certainly remember the reign that LeBron took on the league. It wasn't a secret to anyone. LeBron came to win, and nothing was going to stand in his way. If your favorite team played for the Western Conference, you landed on the lucky side of the story, and your team might have even gone on to taste the finals. But unfortunately, the lucky side of the story didn't mean winning.
The Curry, bounce pass, Andre.
Let's bring it back to 2010. LeBron was making the most anticipated decision of the summer, and the NBA fans were watching on the edge of their seats, regardless of their favorite team. This decision was bound to impact every team across the league for years to come.
LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Cleveland was devastated. The future of their franchise had just sent himself to the Miami Heat, and any hope of even playoff contention was most likely blown out of the water. This proved to be true in the coming season, where the Cavs jumped from the #1 seed to the 15th with one sudden move. And before I go on, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what was your favorite LeBron era. Now back to the video. So what happened to the Miami Heat, who now had LeBron? Well, they capped off the season instantly jumping to the #2 seed and making a solid run to the finals, but LeBron's reign in Miami wasn't even close to over. It was the coming years that really defined his role in the league. The Heat had another solid regular season, but as the playoffs came around, the walls started closing in on the league. And if you had played in the Eastern Conference at that time, you can consider your finals hopes over until LeBron was gone. Unfortunately for them, LeBron was in his fully fledged form at that moment, and to nobody's surprise, LeBron had returned to the finals yet again. What people weren't ready for is the joke that LeBron made of one of the best teams in the league in the finals. LeBron made short work of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who had been riddled with young stars, winning the series 4-1. It was in this moment that it became apparent the dangers that LeBron entailed. The years that followed went very similar, as LeBron went on to tear down every contender in the league, making short work of stacked teams, including the 2013 Spurs in the year that followed, which created one of the greatest shots of all time.
Puts up a three, won't go, rebound Bosch, back out to Allen, his three-pointer, bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining!
Heart sunk as the season was saved by nothing short of a miracle in Game 6, and this was just one of the many moments that made this historical run impossible to recreate. LeBron made the finals every year with Miami, winning 2 out of 4 of them before finally making an unexpected choice. LeBron was returning to Cleveland, and this time he was teaming up with Kyrie Irving.
What have you learned from the last time that you switched teams that will inform how you handle things this time?
I mean, you learn from your mistakes. If I'm in that position again, I'll be able to handle it much better.
Whatever type of season you were having before this point, it didn't really matter.
There's no place like home.
The perfect example of this was the 2016 Warriors. They had the greatest regular season of all time, going 73-9, and just completed a 3-1 comeback against the Thunder in the playoffs.
And the Thunder Art Valley, Curry behind the back, takes a three, got it! Full game! The greatest playoff comeback in Golden State Warriors history ends with a Game 7 win.
The only thing that stood in their way was a dead franchise who hadn't won in 52 years. And anyone who had this perspective seemed to be instantly proven right as the Warriors took an impressive 3-1 lead.
Cleveland Cavaliers, their first loss at home in the postseason, and they take a commanding 3-1 lead.
What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
Media outlets were already crowning the team one of the greatest of all time, and I'm sure the NBA was already sewing together the Warriors' next banner to hang in the rafters. The season was already over, right? Well, wrong. See, all the analysts and media outlets forgot to factor in one part of the equation. LeBron was simply unpredictable.
Boy, it makes it look so easy. That was pretty.
It's not hard. You just go out and do your job. You give everything that you have to your team and to your teammates. I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know what our team is capable of doing, especially in a do-or-die game.
Every game in the series after this point was a new line to rewrite in the history books. As Game 5 and 6 passed, the previous smiles of every Warriors fan slowly turned into fear like they had never felt until that point. While they tried to claim it a fluke on the Warriors' end, the truth slowly came to light. The player on the court after Game 4 was a different animal.
Two most important days of your life is when you were born and when you discovered the reason why you were born. I think we were born to be champions. We got a tough road to conquer, but we can do it. We're down 3-1, and we got to have a mindset that when we go into this game tonight, we're going to win.
You can only imagine the anticipation on Game 7, and well, I'm sure you know how that story went. LeBron completed the first 3-1 comeback in finals history, breaking a 52-year championship drought in Cleveland.
The Cavaliers are NBA champions. The drought is over. The curse destroyed. 52 years of torment and anguish.
And the headlines just wrote themselves going forward. If you've made it this far in the video, be sure to drop a like and comment a crown emoji so I know. Now let's get back to the video. As easy as LeBron made it seem, we can't act like this era wasn't riddled with miracles. Some of these moments came down to a single shot that could have changed the course of history.
4 feet. Kevin Love down the floor for LeBron James on target. Turns, sends it. LeBron. Yeah! You gotta be kidding me! Life is about do-overs! Don't look at it, but it should count! 120 apiece! You have to be kidding me!
But fortunately, clutch was practically LeBron's middle name. Whether it was luck or skill, there's no arguing this run was one of one like nothing we'd seen before. There's going to be plenty of people trying to make an argument that MJ could have easily done what LeBron did, but the stats don't lie.
Stop it. Get some help.
LeBron had the harder competition. In fact, if we look at SRS, a stat that measures a team's points differentials, LeBron faced the 5 toughest teams amongst the 2. And of course, there's always going to be someone who wants to say that 6 championships is greater than 4, but if we look at LeBron's competition throughout this period, you can quickly understand the reason he wasn't able to win every finals. There were actually several years where LeBron had to go up against 7 Hall of Famers in the playoffs, but what really proves his greatness is his surroundings during these times. LeBron has been all over the league playing for every type of team, and yet somehow every team he joins is instantly a champion within 2 years. Meanwhile, if we look at Jordan's stats without his right-hand man Scottie Pippen, he's actually 193 and 187, which really just goes to show how much Jordan relies on other pieces. With that being said, whoever you think is the GOAT, there's no doubt that LeBron's run in his prime was something special. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, keep ballin' and peace out.